Okay, you and Miss Henson had a romantic relationship that ended with her kicking you out. How do you explain the fact that we found your registered gun at the scene of her murder?
Simple. My gun was left with her when she first gave me the boot. Is he lying?
I have no idea.
The first ever Gearbox community event, what do you think of it so far?
I think it's been great. So far it's been full of fun panels and, you know, tons of games and stuff to play.
What are your thoughts and reactions to someone like Randy Pitchford and all these other developers actually coming out and just having like a real personal panel and kind of getting to know them?
I think that's really cool, and I think a lot of CEOs don't do that for a lot of companies, and having him come out here, and he's a real personable sounding guy.
Mortal Kombat did a lot right by getting back to its roots. It also learned from other fighters how to reboot, but it did that too. Buy Mortal Kombat, because if you weren't a fan of the series before, it just might make you one.
Throw that on your Barbie, shrimp.
That's why the wheel. That wheel. That's why
bouncing.
you get 2 tries, Chad.
Can you do that with a wheel? I can defy physics.
All right, let's see this.
This guy's very important delivery to make.
Yes! The only way you could have done worse than me! Yes! Yes! Hey, Jared!
Good job, Jared!
So,
high five! High five, Jared!
That's 6,500. Looking pretty good compared to that 0, right?
So despite a promising start, I have blown my engine and gotten a grand total of $0. The most embarrassing total you could possibly get.
Oh, God.
A feat all on its own, and I have achieved it.
A recent interview with Phil Spencer of Microsoft Game Studios also mentioned that the remake will also have compatibility with the Kinect. He did not mention what possible features that would entail. It's Halo, so the only thing I could think of using it for is actually standing up and teabagging someone you killed. My balls in your face. The lawsuit of former Infinity Ward heads Jason West and Vince Zampella.
You look at him and see this scrawny dude, but when the fight started, it was yoga this and teleport that, and if you got too close, yoga no his. Dulcim was like my 2nd grade hero. There'd be times grown-ups would ask what I wanted to do when I grew up, and I'd start talking about Dulcim. Then they'd say,
Oh, so you want to be a video game developer?
and I'd say,
No, I want to be Dulcie.
Boy, you need help.
Are you guys big Transformers fans?
You know, I was not really at the beginning of this project, but as I got to learn more about the characters and the history, it definitely sort of won me over.
Kind of grows in you a little bit?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. What about you?
Yeah, I grew up a G1 guy watching the cartoons, so I kind of was a fan. You know, I kind of lost touch over the years, but it was nice to kind of come back to my roots here and actually make a game based on something I grew up, you know, playing with the toys and watching the cartoons.
This one from Twitter. I'm going to say RVGRA. You'll see it on the screen. Will this game still scare you like the first one, or is it more action-oriented like what happened to Resident Evil 5?
You know, the best way I can think to describe it, yes, short answer, it kind of went the way of Resident Evil. It's like going from Alien to Aliens.
Okay.
And at the first one, there was more horror to it. Second one, there's more action. And you call it, I think Visceral called it more streamlined. So you do get the scary stuff, like this is kind of like the quarantine moments from the first one.
Yeah, having a little trouble? Well, I got 7 words for you. Greatest backup in video game history. If you can't take the heat, call on those physics-defying boys in blue to give you a little air support. Unless you're playing on the last level, there is no place, no target they can't hit. Inside a warehouse? Not a problem. On a boat? A little impossible, but guess what? Not a problem. Ride in an elevator where you think support would be impossible? Guess what? What the hell? That shouldn't even be physically possible. Oh, 16-bit. So great.